seconds, we have seen white smoke billowing out of the Sistine Chapel chimney. This is breaking news. We have a new pope. The Sistine Chapel chimney has signalled white smoke at 5 this evening. This means that 133 cardinals inside the Sistine Chapel have decided, have voted and have elected the 267th Pope, the heir to St. Peter, a man who will lead 1.4 billion Catholics around the world. The crowd is cheering, there is jubilation down below in St. Peter's Square. They have been waiting all day, and there you have confirmation. The bells of St. Peter are ringing out. This is the news that Catholics around the world have been waiting for.
Hey guys, my name is Modi and you are welcome to Modi Speaks. Now, many of you might not know this, but I'm staunchly Catholic, okay? My great-grandparents were Catholic, my grandparents were Catholic, my parents were devout Catholics, okay? My entire family is Catholic, so I am Catholic. Now, I cried the first time I heard about our new Pope, okay? I cried tears of emotion watching the announcement of the election of the new Pope. These are good tears, by the way, okay? So don't bother. Tears of happiness and tears of togetherness, a shared belief, okay? You know the feeling you get when you see people from all over the world, people you don't know, people you don't have any connection with, but you see them united over a particular cause, okay? Yeah, that feeling, it is so powerful, and the fact that a new Pope has been elected to carry on the torch of the Catholic community is a great thing to witness. So yeah, it made me cry. So the new Pope is none other than Cardinal Robert Prevost, okay? He is now the Pope Leo the 14th, and fun fact is, he is the first and only American Pope in the history of the Catholic Church. Now, I never planned to make a video about this story because my channel is not focused on religion, but I decided to talk about this issue when the woke left started injecting manufactured racism into this very significant event. Now, while real Catholics are happy and rejoicing in the new election of the new Pope, race grifters and race baiters are spreading ugly rumors that the Catholic Church is racist because, according to these idiots, the Catholic Church ignored all the qualified black cardinals and instead chose a white cardinal as the new Pope. This tweet reads, "In terms of seniority and experience in the Vatican, one of these three blacks was supposed to be Pope: Cardinal Peter Turkson, Ghana; Cardinal Robert Serra, Guinea; and Cardinal Arinze, Nigeria. All bypassed, for Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost was not even in the top 5 yet made Pope. The Catholic Church is super racist. This is not a church for blacks. Vatican unfairly bypass senior black cardinals, elect white guy as Pope." Now, see how they phrased that particular statement, okay? The other black guys were referred to as cardinals, while the current Pope was referred to as white guy. Now, this other tweet says, "Dear Africans, will you ever have an African Pope? Everything is political. There's no hope for a black man in a white church. You think they will ever sit there for our skin to rule them or be in such position?"
A black Pope? You wanted a black Pope? I've been seeing videos of Africans losing their mind talking about why wasn't a black Pope selected? Who are you? Who the fuck do you think you are? You see, one of the things that I wish a lot of Africans would accept and finally understand is that no matter how much you shout, no matter how much you jump, you will always be a backbencher in things that were not built with you in mind. This Christianity was never built with you in mind. Organized religion was never built with you in mind. In fact, a lot of this religion, they see you as lesser. From Mormonism, they literally call black people demons in their book. Yet you wanted a black Pope. Pathetic. A lot of Africans forget that the Pope is a politician first, before he's a religious figure.
These race baiters were outraged. They were screaming racism and discrimination, claiming that the Catholic Church would never allow a black man to be the Pope. Now, mind you, these fools are not even Catholic. They do not understand how the papacy works. They don't know what the conclave is. Neither do they have any idea how the Pope is being elected. All they care about is to fuel the fires of racial tension and create a racial divide where there was none. Now, as a born Catholic who understands a lot about the Catholic religion, let me give you primary education on how this works, okay? A new pope is being elected through the process known as a conclave, okay, which is basically the gathering of cardinals for the purpose of electing a new pope. Now, we have 252 cardinals in the whole world, and out of these 252 cardinals, only those who are below the age of 80 can vote or be voted for as the new pope. And that leaves us with about 135 eligible cardinals eligible to vote in the new pope or be made the new pope. Now, among these 135 cardinals, only 17 are African. The remaining 118 cardinals are either European, Australian, Asian, or American. But to these woke race grifters, these other non-African cardinals are all white. Now, the conclave takes place in the strictest isolation so as to avoid possibility of any external influences or interference, okay? The cardinals who are able to vote enter the Sistine Chapel and follow a detailed procedure for the casting of the secret ballots. Now, remember that these cardinals are voting based on the guidance of the Holy Spirit, and also remember we have 134 eligible cardinals, 17 of whom are African and the rest is non-African. Now, the chances of an African being the Pope is not very likely, but it is still very possible. Just like if you were blindfolded and told to pick out from a group of people, okay, where you have a group of 135 people, where 118 people are lighter skinned and only 17 are darker skinned. Chances are you are going to end up picking a lighter skinned person because there are many, okay? Again, remember that for a cardinal to become the Pope, he must be below 18 years of age and he must have gotten 2/3 of the majority vote. Now, out of these 3 cardinals that these race baiters are posting everywhere, Cardinal Francis Arinze is 92 years old, automatically disqualified. These guys know this, okay? But they will still plaster his face on their post just to form outrage and look for racial divide. One thing these race grifters do not understand is that the papacy is not about race or discrimination. Rather, it is about following the directives of the Holy Spirit. Just check this out. Since the beginning of the Catholic Church, this is the very first time in history that a Catholic Church has produced an American Pope. First in history, the Catholic Church is producing a Pope that is from America. Imagine Great America, arguably the most powerful nation in the entire world. And this is the first time a Pope is coming out of America. And I hear the Pope even has very diverse ancestry. So imagine that. Whereas in contrast, we have had 3 African popes. 3, okay? But among the 266 popes we have had since the beginning of the Catholic Church, this is the very first time, the one and only Pope that America has ever produced. Isn't that awe-inspiring? Now, while these racist activists see black guys and white guys, we the real Catholics, we see cardinals. We see men of God, ordained and called by God. We do not dwell on the skin color of the Pope or the Cardinal, but on their relationship with God and their ability to be in this very huge religious position. So I just hope these guys will educate themselves on some issues, especially issues relating to religion. And also, I hope that they can reprogram their minds to stop seeing every single thing from the lens of race and ethnicity. And while they're at it, they should also purchase for themselves a great ton of self-disgust and self-shame for trying to turn this auspicious phenomenon into something ugly and hateful. But as always, guys, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions, but feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or buying me a coffee if you like, as a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now,